the cracks are starting to show. Targeted individuals psychic reading, so the cracks are starting to show. Okay, so I feel like yeah, I'm so flat today. I've got no energy at all. Yeah, I feel like one of your attackers, they're starting to waver in keeping up the front, in keeping the masks up. So we've got Ace of Wands, Lord of the Root of Power, and then we've got the Wheel of Fortune, Lord of Forces of Life. So yeah, it's this one I've given this a good shuffle, but this one came out in targeted individuals tarot reading yesterday as well. So Knight of Pentacles, or was it today? I can't remember. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, Lord of the Wild and Fertile Lands. So it feels like there's some kind of pagan influence here. It feels like you've been dealing with somebody who's been copying your ideas, keeping an eye on you, trying to use some kind of energy manipulation, potentially to steal your energy. Okay, well, the wheel is turning. Somebody doesn't want, let me get this out to block throat chakra. Look, yeah, the wheel is turning. The club is coming down on this person to knock them off their horse. Okay, you thought, right, okay, you thought you dealt with this one. But they're still interfering. They're interfering in your work. They're interfering in your abundance. They're interfering in your love life. Okay, this person has learnt some very dark skills in the background. This person, rather than focusing on pushing themselves and working on themselves and achieving what they need to achieve, they've been dabbling in the dark arts. Okay, I'm seeing some kind of strange symbol that I can't even attempt to describe what it looks like. It doesn't look very nice. It looks pretty dark. Okay, they sit at night. So what I can see, and it's female, I can see that they've got a male partner. The male partner is lying there in bed asleep, and they're sat there on their phone or their iPad or something along those lines, and they're researching. They are building up they've been building up their occult knowledge. Okay, they're a manipulator. They manipulate those around them. Okay, many people aren't seeing this person for who they truly are. Okay, because they've mastered the art of the mask. Okay, the mask is starting to slip and fall. It's like they're going to do something or say something. What I can see is I can see that like they're with their partner, and it's like their partner does something that they're not happy about. You know, something really simple, like put something in the wrong place, or makes a crap joke, and this person, this attacker, is just going mental at them. Well, they're not mental, sorry, but they're kind of, how do I describe it? It's like they're it's like they're scolding them like a child in front of people. Okay, and that this is how the mask is going to start falling. Okay, you've got nothing to worry about. I'm sure this one came out as well. King of Wands, Prince of the Chariot of Fire. So this is you stepping into that masculine energy, taking control of the situation. Six of Cups, Lord of Pleasure. You're going on to this one came out as well. This one came out as well because I said that this person could be a Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio energy. Okay, so yeah, they've been stealing your pleasure. They've been pouring, you know, stealing out your cup, so to speak. Four of Wands, Lord of Perfected Work. Okay, so it's time to hit the button. Okay, it's time to press the button on whatever's going off here so that you can go into Nine of Pentacles, Lord of Material Gain. Okay, I'm going to go to the Urban Truth deck. Let's switch it up and see what they've got to say. Don't okay. There's something here about don't be hard on yourself with because if you've done any kind of like magic work to try and stop this person, don't be too hard on yourself if it's not really worked this time round. Like I say, this sneaky little fucker has been up to a lot in the background. Okay, so I feel like the work that you did on them, it did have a certain effect, but they've they've been running around making contacts and stuff like that, right? So bigger goals ahead. Your ambition is expanding. You see opportunities clearly. You're ready to for more. So I think that this collective, much like myself, has realised you're supposed to be going on to bigger things. There's bigger challenges you're supposed to be taking on, and because of this stupidness that continues, it's been holding you back. So focus on the bigger goals. Take the message. Okay, signs have been appearing everywhere. Synchronicities guide you forwards. Don't ignore what's repeating. Okay, so obviously the sign is here. A lot of repeat cards from the tarot reading. Focus mode on. Distractions are falling away. Your vision becomes sharper. You're aligned with your goals. Say no first. Your peace matters more than their expectations. You don't need to over-explain. Saying no protects your energy. So what this feels like is, as part of this attack, it feels like this person and the people around you, they're going to come in and they're going to try and kind of bombard you with offers and have you tried this, that, and the other. What you're being advised to do is just stay focused. And then we've got she said what, not this again. Okay. So yeah, it feels a little bit like there's an attempt to pull you into some kind of karmic loop. It's almost like, and I'm sure this came up on a reading the other day. It's almost like people, mostly being kind of, manipulated, taken control of by this little narky flop. Are coming in to try and pull you back into some kind of repeat, like taking on a fight that you've already won. Okay, shade is real. Subtle comments reveal hidden resentment. Small signals matter. Shade never lies. This person's probably got a little bit of a reputation of doing that. Little subtle digs. Oh no, I didn't mean anything about that. Blah blah blah. This is getting deep. Feelings are growing unexpectedly. You're becoming more attached. The connection expands beneath the surface. Hold fire on that one. Choose yourself. Choosing yourself isn't selfish. Then your needs matter too. Your life shifts when you prioritize yourself. And what I'm drawn to here is there's a lot of arms and hands trying to come out and grab the person. So I feel like this is getting deep. It's about reconnecting with yourself. Take responsibility. Your choices shape your path. Growth begins when when you own your actions. So I'm dyslexic. This is your turning point. So yeah, take control of the situation. It could involve doing something like a return to sender, binding spell, etc., etc. Don't be afraid to do it. So let's take control of how this is going to pan out. Right? Detach with grace. You can leave without anger. You can withdraw without noise. Your peace stays intact, and prioritize your energy. Not everyone deserves access to you. Your energy is precious. Choose where you place it. So pull the energy back, focus on yourself. Don't let the distractions throw you off course with what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, if there's things that you don't want to do anymore, and even if it has a bit of an effect on other people, that's on them, not on you. Okay, so if that resonated, claim it in the comments, please. If you want a personalised reading, prior to same day guaranteed, recorded, 15 quid. You can book phone and video chat as well with me. I don't think you're mad. I think there's a lot of shady stuff going off out there. So if you want a reading, I'm the guy for you. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. Ta-ta.